everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be discussing Class 6 question paper set A of NSO 2022 to 23. In the first question, we have to find the missing number to continue the given number pattern. The difference between 25 and 21 is 4, 33 and 25 is 8, and so on. So, we can see that each number is the double of the previous number. So, we have to find the difference between 81 and 49, which is 32, and double it, which is 64. We add 81 plus 64 and we get 145. 145 is the answer here. For each letter of the word, we skip one letter to get the next. So here we find noise is coded as this. So peace, when coded in the same code language, is RGCEG, which is the C option. As water is a liquid, it best goes inside the liquid circle. As sand is a solid, it will stay separately. We find that the difference between the first two letters is 1 letter and the difference between the second two set of letters is 2 letters, U and V. The same goes for all the options except the C option. 3 into 4 into 6 is 72 and 72 divided by 9 is 8. So 8 is related to 3, 4, 6 in this way. When we multiply 5 into 9 into 2, we get 90. When 90 is divided by 9, we get 10. 10 is the answer here. We have to find the same placement of dots which satisfies the same conditions in the given figure. So here, one dot is placed between the circle and the triangle over here. Here in this option, there is one dot between the circle and the triangle. The second dot is between the circle and the square over here. So B is the answer. P is the father of Q and the sister of R. R is the daughter of S. So S is the wife of P and the mother of Q and R. So here we have to arrange the following words in a meaningful sequence. We know that a book is made up of chapters and chapters are made up of paragraphs. Paragraphs are made up of sentences and sentences are made up of words. So B is the answer. Here we replace each symbol with the symbol it denotes and we solve this equation as per Demar's rule and get 32. Now we have to find the correct mirror image of the given word Hindi. We know that each thing placed in front of the mirror is laterally inverted. So B is the answer. As the magnetic field of the magnet always flows from north to south direction, it influences the following compasses given here. They both point towards south after being influenced by the magnet. So B is the answer. The motion of a rider along with the bicycle is rectilinear motion. This is true as the motion of the rider is rectilinear. The motion of the feet pedaling is always periodic. This is false as it is non-periodic. The wheel of a moving bicycle shows circular motion only. This is false as the motion is circular and rectilinear also. The motion of a potter's wheel is rotatory only. It is true as the motion of the potter's wheel is rotatory only. So here the answer is B. Here we see that the girl is 4 meters away from the plane mirror. So, according to the property of image formed by a plane mirror, the size of an image is always same as that of the object, irrespective to the distance between the object and the mirror. So, C is the answer. The constellation shown in the figure is known as Cassiopeia. It looks like a W. To measure the length of the pencil, we find the tip of the pencil, which is 14.2, and the end of the pencil, which is 5. We subtract them both to get the length of the pencil, which is 9.2 centimeter. Can make cause moving objects to slow down. This is true. A rough surface offers greater friction than a smooth surface. This is true as when we roll a ball on a rough surface, the ball does not go smooth and it stops easily. When we roll a ball on a smooth tiled surface, it rolls for a longer time. Friction makes it easy to slide heavy objects across the floor. This is false as friction always tries to stop the motion of objects. Friction always acts in the opposite direction of motion of objects. This is false as it only works when the motion of the objects is relative. So the answer is C over here. Planets are not luminous bodies. This is true. The sun is the nearest star to us, from which the earth receives most of the light. This is also true. Glowworm and stars are natural sources of light. This is true too. So the answer is B. Here we see that the electrical energy is divided into three parts: sound energy, light energy, and heat energy. Television and radio use sound energy, and music system and Walkman also use sound energy. Table lamp is the only thing that uses light energy in all of these. So C is the answer. Electric kettle also uses heat energy. So this is also the answer. If the answer is B, as we know that this is the series circuit, and we know that when the bulb Z is removed, it forms an incomplete circuit and none of the bulbs will grow. The given figure shows a wind turbine used to produce electrical energy. So it is the kinetic energy of the wind, as it is the motion of the wind that gives energy. It is the rotational energy of the turbine blades, as the turbine blades have rotational motion and it gives off rotational energy. The mechanical energy of the generator, as the generator converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. Wood and plastic sink in water. We know this is false as wood and plastic are both less denser than water and hence they float. It is difficult to compress a sponge as it is a hard material. Sponge is very soft and it is very easy to compress. An iron object gets flattened on hammering. This is true as iron objects have the property of malleability. That means they can get flattened easily on hammering. If most of the light passes through a material, it is said to be translucent. False. If most of the light passes through a material, it is said to be transparent. Since kerosene and water are both liquids, they are immiscible liquids, so they cannot be separated by the filtration method. In the first option, soft drink, diesel and apple juice are all liquids while hydrogen is a gas, so it should be the odd one out. In the second option, stone, chair and pencil are all solid objects while syrup is a liquid one. Oxygen, argon and carbon dioxide are all elements and gases. Eraser is a solid, however, so it should be the odd one out. Dry ice is a solid and the rest of them, which is petrol, diesel and kerosene, are liquids. So dry ice should be the odd one out. Alloys are homogeneous mixtures. Oil-water mixtures are heterogeneous. Air is homogeneous, smoke is heterogeneous, and sugar in water is homogeneous. Mist is also heterogeneous. C is the answer here. As Key, coin, and iron nail are all made out of metals. They sink in water as they are denser than water. Dry leaves do not sink in water as they are less denser than water, and they float. We cannot see clearly through an oiled paper. This is true. Oiled paper is a transparent material. This is false. It is a translucent material as we cannot see clearly through it. Melting of ice is a reversible change as it can be made into ice again after it melts by freezing. Shredding of paper is irreversible as it cannot be converted back into a full sheet of paper. Metals are good conductors, lustrous, opaque, and solid. So B is the answer. Conversion of solid into gas is sublimation. Conversion of solid into liquid is melting. Conversion of liquid to gas is evaporation, and conversion of gas into liquid is condensation. D is correct here. P is a climber and not a creeper. So B is incorrect. In the given figure, L, M, N and O are pivot joint, ball and socket joint, gliding joint and hinge joint respectively. Hinge joint O is present in knees. Pivot joint L helps us to move our head left and right, up and down. Gliding joint N allows two bones to glide upon each other and is present in wrist and ankle. So B is the answer. Fruit peel and tea leaves are biodegradable as they are organic and they come from plants and trees. Used batteries, juice cans, DDT, used syringes and ceramic bowls are all man-made objects and are non-biodegradable and are very harmful to the environment. P, the process P over here, conversion of water into ice is freezing. Q is melting and R is condensation and S is evaporation. A is the answer here. The relation found here is the relation of the outer covering of the animals. Beetles' outer covering is cuticle, so is ants. Parakeets' outer covering is feathers, and flamingos also have feathers as their outer covering. Snails have shells as their outer covering, and so do clams. So in the 35th question, in case of a severe burn, we have to dip a clean piece of cloth in a solution of baking soda and use it as a wet compress. Compound leaves are when one leaf is divided into two or more leaflets. So here B, C and D are the compound leaves. Sweet pea is a climber and it uses tendrils which coil around a support to help the plant climb. Lettuce store the extra food prepared by the plant in its leaves and is mostly eaten as a vegetable. Gateway of India was designed by British architect George Whitted. B is incorrect. X is mimicry, which is A. Here, the name of the disease the child is suffering is kwashiorkor. It is caused due to the deficiency of protein. Children suffering from this disease also show symptoms like mental retardation, patches of skin, diarrhea, etc. So the answer is B. In the given experiment, vinegar reacts with baking soda and produces carbon dioxide gas which extinguishes the flame of the matchstick. Refer to the given Venn diagram and select the correct option regarding it. Obtained from stem and plant fiber. Y could be linen. B is the answer. Snail moves with the help of an organ called the muscular foot. Drought occurs when there is no rain or rivers flowing through the place. So D is the answer. As cotton comes from plants, it produces the smell of burning paper when burnt. As wool is the hair of sheep, it produces the smell of burning hair when burnt. We have now reached the achievers section. Here we know that the closer the object is to the screen, the smaller its shadow will be. So, the answer here is A. Bran can be separated from flour via sieving process. This is due to the difference in the size of the components. Winnowing method is used for the separation of husk particles from the seeds of grains. Threshing can be done with the help of bullocks as well as with that of machines when grains are present in larger quantities. Hand picking can be used to separate pieces of stone from rice or pulses. Here, the first answer is positive geotropism. The second answer, that is, the changes that take place in the body of an organism over a short period to overcome problems due to changes in the surrounding, is called acclimatization. The period of reduced physical activity in animals during winter is called hibernation. D is the answer. We know that an food item gives big red color with Benedict solution on heating if it is high on sugar content. Both apple pulp and mango juice have high sugar content, so they both could be P. It gives blue-black color with iodine. We know that this test is done when the food item is high in starch. Potato is high in starch, but groundnut oil is rich in fats. It gives purple color with copper sulfate soda solution and caustic soda. We know that this happens when it reacts with something high with protein. So R could be egg. Here D is the answer, as in the given paragraph thermosphere should be changed to exosphere and troposphere should not be changed as it is correctly mentioned. So D is the answer. Thank you all for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button for more videos.